Hi kids, welcome back to the Kids Table. I am Mr. Steven again. Today I wanted to read you a little story. One of the things that intrigue me in the world is people. And I love reading about their stories and whatnot. And one of the books I've come across is called The Stories of the Saints. And there's some really intriguing people in this book. And one of them that I stumbled upon was called Moses the Strong. And I just wanted to read his little story to you this morning. Moses was born into slavery in Egypt, but when he was a young man, he escaped and became the leader of a band of 70 robbers who roamed up and down the Nile, taking anything they wanted from anyone they could find. That meant the authorities were always chasing them, so Moses was always looking for a place to hide. One day, with Egyptian soldiers hot on his trail, Moses took refuge in a valley full of monks. He only chose the valley because it was a good spot to hide. But even though he was a robber, the monks welcomed him. They gave him a place to sleep and shared their food with him, and they talked with him about Jesus. To his surprise, Moses discovered that he respected the monks and that he wanted to know and serve God like they did, so he decided to become a monk himself. When he joined the monks, he promised to give up his violent ways and live in peace, but it wasn't always easy for him because he had lived as a robber for so long. One day, while he was in the monk's cell, 4 robbers who had snuck into the valley broke in and attacked him. Moses, who had once been the most fearsome robber of them all, beat them and tied them up. In his old days as a robber, he might have done something much worse. But now he believed God didn't want him to hurt the men, even though they were robbers themselves. So he dragged all 4 of them into the church. "What should I do with these men?" he asked his brother monks. But before they could answer, one of the robbers took a close look at Moses. "Aren't you the leader of 70 robbers?" he asked. "What are you doing here? Why do you seem so different?" When Moses told them his story, and they saw how much he'd changed, they all gave up their violent lives to follow God as well. Another time, Moses was asked to help judge a monk who had done something wrong. When Moses arrived, he was carrying a bag of salt with a hole in it. With every step he took, sand poured out of the bag, leaving a long trail behind him. "Why are you carrying that bag of salt?" his brother monks asked him. "My sins run out behind me," Moses said. "I do not see them, and today I am coming to judge the errors of another." When they heard this, all the monks forgave the man they were to judge. One day, a man who had heard of Moses' crimes as a robber and his wisdom as a monk set out to meet Moses. On the way, he ran into a brother monk. "I'm going to meet Father Moses," he told the monk. "What do you want to do with him?" the monk asked. "He is a fool." When the man got to the monk's valley, he described the brother he had met on the way and told the other monks what he had said. "That was Moses you met," the monks told him, laughing. By the time Moses was old, he was in charge of 70 monks, the same number as the 70 robbers he had been in charge of when he was young. So Moses went from a life of violence to nonviolence and peace in his journey. And that's pretty powerful, I think. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you, and I hope you all have a great week ahead. Okay, bye-bye.